Good afternoon, everyone. We are back with another lovely podcast and another lovely placement. We have with us Mr. Vishal. How are you, Vishal?
Fine, sir. How about you?
I'm fine as well. So, Vishal, for our audience, please introduce yourself.
My name is actually Shanmuganathan,
Oh,
and
okay.
this one is actually my nickname, which used to call from my parents and my friends.
Okay,
So
okay.
I joined Jobaaj because I was interested in finance and corporate finance and investment banking domain. Due to I got
Mhm,
placement from my college time in 2023 in State Street
mhm.
HCM. It
Okay.
was a joint venture due to some circumstances in the 2023 because of economic downturn. The joint venture has been
Right.
went off. So the around
Okay.
800 candidates which have been taken from them has went jobless. They didn't even send
Okay.
a offer letter to them. But in the meantime, I just got interest in the domain of finance valuations and part. So in the meantime, I just started with my ACCA. And after a year, I came to know about Jobaaj in July. I joined
Okay.
Jobaaj and then I completed with them the investment banking course, then the internship part, which was insightful and highly recommended, and it was helpful from everything. Enables my knowledge and also enhance my Excel and everything else on the valuations knowledge as well. That helps me clear my interview in a simpler and easiest way.
Okay. So, you mentioned that you've done ACCA. So, are you a BCom or a BBA graduate?
I'm a BCom plus ACCA.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. So BCom and ACCA, how many papers are you done with?
I'm cleared with 11. Still one awaiting for result in July 14th, and I have one to complete.
Okay, that's great. So about ACCA, a lot of students don't understand ACCA, right?
Yes.
What is ACCA and is it actually relevant for finance?
Uh, It was actually ACCA was based on UK oriented IFRS and accounting and
Okay.
reporting and taxation audit relevant roles. It not just relevant to UK, it also highly recognized in 180 country plus. But mostly we can
Hmm.
usually say on Dubai and Gulf regions, Singapore, Malaysia, and Ireland, UK. Similar regions, it will be highly recognized.
Okay.
That regions it will be more job opportunities compared to India, but it was not directly
Yeah.
relevant to corporate finance since there is only two direct papers in ACCA. There is only FM on skill level and advanced financial management in AFM. So there is no direct
Okay.
relevancy, but by improving our skills there we can able to get a job, but it was more relevant to reporting and audit.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So it's kind of like the UK version of the Indian CA, right?
It was almost, yeah.
Okay. Okay, okay. That gives our audience more clarity, right? So, you mentioned that you were let go from State Street. All of a sudden, the company, the joint venture failed. They fired off around 800 people, which is a big number, by the way. So, where did you find Jobaaj?
I found Jobaaj through Instagram actually, and then gone with their YouTube. So few placements podcast in YouTube.
Hmm.
Then I inquired them directly and joined their orientation program. And then
Okay.
had few trust from my previous some of from the onlines, LinkedIn and somewhere. They also give me a
Hmm.
proper feedback, so that helps me to join Jobaaj.
Okay. See, it's just that when we place people, they have a sense of trust, right? That's why some people who were placed by us, they reached out to you. And when you asked them, right, for feedback, and they said, okay, it's a good place to be. One of them must have been Vikram. He's one of our best people around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about this placement process. You were done with all your assignments. You built financial models. You built research reports. You were done with all of that. After that, what was the placement process like?
The placement process was actually taken from Vishaka ma'am, who was the placement coordinator,
Okay.
I guess. She was very professional,
Right.
and from the start to the beginning, she was there for me till I get my offer letter. She mentored me in several ways, and she also gave me some advice how to deal with them in cold mail and everything else. That helps me to reach out to HR in a professional manner, which I was not directly and more relevantly
Okay.
aware of. reaching out to HRs.
Hmm. See, these are not things we are taught in our schools or colleges, right? No one teaches
Yes.
us how to, reach out to an HR, how to cold email, or how to apply the right way. That's why, people need this kind of guidance to get actually really good jobs. Okay. So now that you're done with your placements, you've gone into Knowcraft Analytics
Yes, sir.
in what location? Ahmedabad or Noida?
It was in Noida.
Okay. And you're a valuations analyst, right?
Yes, sir.
So about Knowcraft, it's for our audience. Please tell them what does Knowcraft do and what is your profile there.
So Nokras basically do the advisory services, accounting, tax, and valuation and M&A related services. They also have small investment banks over there for
Okay.
US and Canada based clients. So they were one of the well reputed company in the north.
Mhm.
It was good place to start as a valuation for a fresher over there. It will be giving a significant career growth in the later period.
Definitely. See, most people who want to get into finance, they think that I'll start in like Goldman or JP Morgan and then I'll just keep going. But the reality is that, you learn so much more in a smaller firm. And after that, your chances to enter a bigger firm actually go up because you learn so many things there, right?
Yes.
So, what was the interview process like at Knowcraft?
Currently, the interview process I guess went with HR round, then
Okay.
with a technical round one, then with
Okay.
technical round two with their VP.
Okay. With the VP of the company.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's great. So now from BCom, ACCA, and after being laid off, not your fault, the company just went down. And to finally becoming a valuations analyst, which is a core finance role. What's the feeling? What is your family saying? I bet they're really happy, right?
Yes, sir. They actually throughout the 2 years I was not into a proper shape. They was actually the one who supported me because from the graduation everyone will know to know what job he's doing or do he do any graduations like MBA or MCom in the next period. I was doing ACCA, which was odd. It is not even a CA.
Right.
So everyone started to doubts and questions and came up with advice to my parents. They were still did not have a thought about it. They still have a belief that he will get into a place sometimes. He is working hard. He will get there in the place he wishes for. And currently, I was here, so I was happy to start in Knowcraft as a valuation analyst.
Definitely. See, people will say whatever they want. It's their job. If we do good, they have complaints. If we do bad, they have complaints. Right? So
Yes, sir.
you're living your own life, you're starting your career in a beautiful form. Right? That's all that matters to you. Okay. So for our audience, there's so many people who will be watching this who are, maybe BCom, BBAs, MBAs, MComs who want to be in finance, but they're doing admin work or let's say accounting work or let's say selling credit cards. What is your advice to those people who actually want to get into finance?
So, if, for example, assuming that they want to get into valuation roles, they have to be clear with the basics of the valuation, like how to value DCF and
Okay.
comparables, and also other type of valuation. But the basics are comparables and DCFs. They have to be clear with the concepts and cost of capital and cost of equity. Then, after the basics part, they also need to know the qualitative factors. How will you get the comparables of a company? How will you make it a like comparisons like that
Hmm.
way? If the company does not have a bit positive a bit, how will you go with the valuations? So they were to aware of these situations because these are the questions asked in my interview.
Right. So great, great, advice. So what is your final message to the students?
They have to be clear with the goal first because a goal without anything is you can't achieve something in your life. They have to have a proper path. Then they have to be clear with their basics first. They need
Okay.
not to go with the high end itself in the top. They have to be clear with their basements. Then they can build a proper building from there.
Right. So, how important are skills in this?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get you.
How important are skills, actual practical skills here?
Yes. So on every corporate finance, they would expect other than their core accounting and valuations and other skills, they will also expect some soft skills and also a major software skills like is Excel. That is most important in finance job. They need to be aware of their most important Excel functions. Then also they have to be in communicative way. Also they are show some demonstration of skills like they should need to show problem solving and other skills through their communication on the HR round or a technical round as well, because they would expect some skills. How will he come up with something if he had met in a some odd situations?
And build a a work portfolio, right, to help the HR understand how good they are, right?
Yes, yes, sir,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's very, very important these days. And that's how everyone, gets into the field. They have to show that, hey, if I say that I am good at financial modeling, I have to build the model and show them that, look, these are my models. I'm so skilled. Give me a job. And that's exactly
Yeah,
what you've done. We
yes.
at Jobaaj are extremely proud of you. You're one
Thank you.
of our very, very bright students and you've nabbed such a lovely job. We at Jobaaj hope the very, very best for you, Shanmuganathan. We hope that, sometime down the future, you get into a really big bank or maybe, open your own advisory firm. Who knows,
I
right?
hope so, sir. Thank you.
Let's hope for the best, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us on the call. I hope that your words serve as an inspiration to so many people, right?
And also thank you for your internship mentoring. It was highly helpful. I made several mistakes on my finance models. You were so patient and correcting my mistakes, and that was a part of learning. I highly appreciate you for that. Thank you, sir.
I bet sometimes, you must have thought that why is this man harassing me so much? Why is he irritating me so much?
Yes, sir. There was many times, not sometimes, but it was a
Many
part
times.
of learning from that. I get it.
Because see, now that you have the job, you understand that when you were making mistakes, you
Yes,
were learning so that you could get this job.
yes,
Many people don't understand that they have to be patient.
yes,
Our motto at placements is that it is better to clear your interview 1 month later than to fail it tomorrow. Take the
yes,
time and do it properly instead of doing it half-heartedly and failing.
yes, sir.
Right?
Actually, it's true. Yes,
So thank you so much for joining us on this call, Chandu. We hope the very, very best for you. Have a good day.
thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye.
Yes.